Hello everyone, welcome back to another session again today, guys. This is our US and Canada immigration news channel. So guys, in today's video, let's look at we are going to be covering how you can be able to set up your appointment online. So in the past, a lot of people have been trying to maybe set an appointment. They will call USCIS. They'll call USCIS. It will take forever. USCIS is never there maybe to pick up their call to schedule maybe an appointment for you to go and take maybe a stamp, maybe a form I-55. Is it form I-551 for your stamp on your passport? You know, so it's difficult. So that is why this update, this option to be able to schedule an appointment, to set up an online appointment for yourself, it's very, very important. Okay, so let's look at what the update is saying. So on August 21st, so they say they launch the online appointment request. Okay, so this is the information right here, and it says you can go ahead and be able to schedule yourself for the online process, for the online appointment. If you want maybe schedule an appointment because you could miss your maybe your biometrics appointment because of one reason or the other, maybe because you had maybe a planned trip, or maybe a funeral program or something like disaster came up and maybe mess up your biometrics appointment or your interview appointment. You can be able to go online, okay, and reschedule your appointment, based on all of this. So it says these online appointment forms allow individuals or legal representative to reschedule, okay, to request an in-person, appointment at the field office, at the USCIS field office only. Be advised of this, about this, guys. USCIS field office only. And this is for what? This is for AIDI stamps. Very important, this one. I was trying to schedule an appointment for my own stamp myself, you know, and so the service wasn't working a few days ago, okay? Or for an emergency parole, or maybe for an immigration judge grant and all of that. So you can check it out. I'm going to have the link about this update in the video session, but we are going to go ahead and explore and see how uh, this uh, uh, this platform is working. Let's go ahead and access the platform and see if it's working at this time. So go ahead, let's click on it. You need just click on that, and it says you want to do that online. Okay, so you can be requesting for an ADI uh, DIT stamp. Okay, this is a stamp that you maybe are requesting for on your passport. Okay, so that is it. You're requesting for your passport because maybe you misplaced uh, your green card, or maybe your green card got expired. Okay, all of that. So you just go ahead and click on um, select. Okay, this is it right here. So you go ahead and request for an appointment right here. And so if you are outside of the United States, it's also an option that you can do that from outside of the United States. Okay, so this is it. So you go ahead, and these are all the information. So it could be because of maybe you are requesting a stamp on your passport, okay, or maybe for your form I-94, you know, you know, and I mean this is just a requirement because they say the ADIT stamp is a stamp on the individual on an expired passport, okay, or on your form I-94 arrival and departure record, okay. So that is it pretty much. So once you click on that, go ahead. Okay, you can check your case online. Those are just minor things right here. So go ahead, continue. We'll scroll right down. This is just general information about everything about it. And this is the form, the stamp that I was talking about for your lawful permanent resident. If maybe you want a stamp on your passport because maybe you misplaced your lawful permanent resident, or your lawful permanent resident got expired, and maybe you want to have a stamp on your passport, or you need maybe an IJ asylum seeker grant should also bring a passport. Okay, this one is if you have an asylum seeker grant to you and maybe you wanted to take a stamp, okay, or maybe take a photo to the appointment. Okay, yeah, so it's saying that if you have an asylum grant, so you maybe want a stamp on your passport, you can go through that process to also request for an appointment. So let's click on next and go ahead. Once you click on next, you also go to the next step. You click on next, 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 and these are just additional information. We'll go on next again. Click on next again. Let's go ahead. And these are just typical information, general information, and you click on next. So right here, requester information. So you want to request the information. If you're an applicant, you click right here, or if you are maybe an attorney or an accredited representative, you select this one. So I am an applicant at this time. I'm going to select it right here, and I'll click on continue. And before that, there are 4 steps, right? The first step is to make sure that you are on this current step right now. Okay, this is the first step, current step. Step 2, you need to put your, this is for, the first step is requester information, you requesting the appointment. The first step, the second step is to key in your appointment information. And the third step is to about you, okay, about you. And step 4 is confirmation of your appointment. Make sure that you follow all these steps until the end so that you make sure that you have your appointment scheduled. And you select next. And this is appointment request schedule, appointment request details. Sorry, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll select stamp because I need the stamp. Okay, and go ahead and let's see. This one is about I do not know my expiration date. Yes, so I don't know my expiration date. I'm going to click on I do not know my expiration date right here. So it says when I click I do not know my expiration, it says you cannot request an appointment right now. Please contact maybe USCIS, and you know that it takes forever for USCIS. Sometimes I've called USCIS and it takes like 45 minutes for these guys to pick up their call. I don't know what is happening. So let's go ahead. I'm going to uncheck this, and it's requesting for maybe for my expiration date. So it says if your Form I-551 permanent resident card is expired, use the expiration date noted on your Form I-90 right here. Okay, because Form I-90 is an application to renew your your PR, your permanent resident card, right? And or you can use a Form I-795 or Form I-921 29, or the form I-797. Okay, but in this case the PR was not expired, so I'm just going to go ahead and put some random date, because with this option it will say you cannot schedule an appointment. And let's put some random date. Okay, some random date. Let's say the date, if they say the date had expired, let's say today is September the 3rd. So let's put let's select, I'm going to go ahead. Okay, let's put let's select maybe May. Okay, let's do May. Okay, let's say May the 25th of 23, for instance. Okay, so if you have May the 25th, let's say it was your expiration date, your form has expired, so, or your card has expired, your permanent resident card has expired, and there may be the renewal request has also expired and you want a stamp. So let's have that sample expiration date right there, and let's go down further. You say, what days of the week would you prefer to have your appointment? So let's select, let's say Tuesday. Oh, I'm just trying. Okay, great. So it has multiple options. You can select multiple days. You're available Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe throughout the week. I mean, if you are throughout the week and all of that. And if you do not have any preference, feel free to select no preference. So whatever day, whatever time they give you, you are totally fine. Okay, no preference. And then you also, let's say you're going to be available just for Monday and Tuesday. Let's select Monday and a Tuesday. And let's say, what time of the week, of the day, would you prefer to have your appointment? Let's say you do not have any preference, morning or afternoon, you are good. Let's take next. And you can see right here, ADIT stamp appointment request about you. So let's go ahead, have some random name right here. And let's see, that's the first name, Tori, and middle name has maybe some random K right here and some random name, last name to be Darrow. Okay, Tori Darrow. Let's say that's the first and last name. What's your date of birth? Let's select some random. You want to select some random year. Let's see, you were born in, let's see, 97. Let's select maybe around 97. Oh, 97 is a little bit. Let's say 91. 1991. Okay. And this was in maybe some September. Okay, that's 1990. And this 1991. And let's select some. Okay, it doesn't have the option for you to select a month from right here. Let's say a certain date. So this is January the 10th of 91, or let's say it's July. Okay, July 10, 91. And what is your zip code? Current zip code, let's say 55128 is some random zip code. And then you say, what is your country of birth? Let's say Colombia. Okay, you can select Colombia, or let's say yes, let's maybe say it's Colombia, and say, what is the receipt number of your related form? I'm going to have some random number here. Okay, okay, so it's 13 digit character. So the number is supposed to be 13 digit character. Okay, okay, this is a receipt number. So you have your first and last name, your middle name initial, your date of birth, your zip code, your country of birth, and you have the receipt number right here and your A number. Let's have some random A number right there, guys. So we are just using random numbers. Okay, that's your A number, some random number right there. And let's continue. What is your contact information? Let's say your email is something. I'm just going to do some random email right here, guys. Okay, so you have your email address and confirm your email address right here. So it requires that you confirm your email address. I'm just going to try to copy and paste that right here. And a telephone number. Let's have some random number right here as well. And let's continue. Do you have maybe an additional family members who need the service you selected? No. And let's continue. And the last step is to confirm your appointment request. So review your appointment request, and it say why we are happy to receive your request for an appointment. USCIS may be able to resolve your request without the need of an in-person appointment. So it's nice because they can also be able to handle a few things without your in-person appointment. But should they need you, they can also call you. So they say representative from USCIS contact center will contact you within 3 to 5 business days, either by email or phone. And say if by phone, calls will be between 7 a.m. Local time. Okay, and this is the number. Okay, this is the number that you should be expecting calls from. They said to verify or return calls is coming from USCIS. The number on your caller ID will be this. So take note of this number. Watch out of scam, because scam can take this number, can use some random number and call you and tell you, hey, USCIS is calling you about this or that. And they say if you provided a cell phone number, your return call, you may want to add this number as a USCIS account number. So you can ultimately save this number on your phone as USCIS account number, so that you can receive that call. Once the call is coming in, you will see a USCIS name directly on your call. Okay. And so this is just for you to verify and confirm your appointment. And you can go through that, your first and last name, date of birth, and you have your contact, it's your phone number, and this is your country of birth, email address, and next. So your appointment information is this time, you're requesting for this time, and this is your A number, your alien registration number, and you also have your form expiration date receipt number, your form receipt number right here, and number of person attending this appointment is 1, and you can go ahead and click on submit right here. So I'm not going to click on submit because we have just used some random numbers right here, and so we do not want to mess up the appointments. Okay, the appointments, or maybe mess up the officer's time being able to try to call some random number that we did actually enter in this appointment request, and maybe does not be able to reach out to anyone who is actually requesting for an appointment. So we're able to successfully go out, maybe completed the first, second, third step, and the final step was just for us to submit. And that is the goal, and that was the intent for this video. If you love the video, please kindly share it with anyone that likes it, and also maybe give it a thumbs up so that YouTube can be able to share the video to a wider audience. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in our next video.